Welcome to the Playback podcast presented by Car, your weekly podcast featuring America's favorite dancers, hosted by America's favorite road warriors. We're your hosts, Jocelyn, Kristyn, and Kailey. And it was such a fun weekend. We have so much to get through. I think our longest episode yet, but you guys haven't seen anything compared to next week and the week after that. So get ready, grab your snacks. Let's get into it.
Okay, I was in Davenport, Iowa, but I was let know that it is actually the Quad Cities.
Whoa.
So I'm going to call it the Quad Cities, okay? This studio I've never seen before just like came in hot and I was really excited. The Dancer's Edge. So the first one I want to talk about from the Dancer's Edge is 419, Dance Till We Die. She came out on stage. It was Lana Del Rey. Hadn't heard that Lana Del Rey song before, but I was locked in because anyone who does a Lana Del Rey, you just know that they're going to lock in and eat at the same time. They have the most beautiful artistic movement quality as an entire studio, I have to say. Every single one of their soloists, their duet trios, their small groups, large groups, lines, insane. I want to know how they train and where their teachers came from. Like, I would love to know a little backstory because they were brilliant. I said that she has the perfect combination of modern lyrical and ballet technique. She was giving textures, dynamics, and grace, but also giving us like a little smirk or two here or there, which I loved. It was like so confident in that moment. I was like, hey girl, I'm watching you. Like, don't worry. Another performance from The Dancer's Edge I want to shout out is their production, REM, which Kailey almost stole from me.
So good.
It was so good.
So good. I am so I'm not angry, but I'm like content that it's talked about, but it was insane.
It was insane.
Insane.
It like fully captured like what happens when you're asleep. Like when you're in that full REM sleep and you have like the weirdest dreams that like are going everywhere all at once, where you're just like, hello, like what's happening? Like obviously she comes in, she lays down on the bed, the props start moving, there's beautiful dancing, and then out of nowhere it's like you're in Rio and they have feathers on.
Yes.
And like, you know when your dreams get a little weird for a second?
It doesn't make sense, but it's still...
And then this like angel comes out with black angel wings and it's almost like kind of like a nightmare and scary. And these doors come out. And multiple doors where you're just like, where are they going? Then they turn around and they're mirrors. And then they bring out more mirrors and they're wearing gold.
And they start like moving the mirrors and your mind's like, oh my goodness, I've been here.
No, but really.
I've been here.
I've never had an original thought in my life.
No, literally. I was like, I hope she wakes up. Please wake up.
Yeah, like, it's time to get up, girl.
Please.
Like, I'm really good about waking myself up from a nightmare, but like, whoa, this was crazy. The mirrors were all going around. I was sitting at the table like, what's happening? It was very brilliantly done. And then obviously it ends like very beautifully and like she wakes up from the dream. But I was just like, how did you capture my dreams at night? Because that was wild.
Yes.
It was so cool. They got a Glass Award, Elite Ultimate Performance. They scored that 292 or above. Shoot, it was wild. The Dancer's Edge. Wow. Big fan.
Yeah. No, the choreography, just like to be in that state and know what REM is. Like they've been through that. They've had it every single. They took notes. I don't know what they thought of, but I'm like, oh man.
Like they must have done like a sleep study.
No,
or something,
for sure. What
know?
if it's like a sleep scientist, like
honestly,
who choreographed it?
It was wild.
They're in the experiment.
I even saw people talking about it on like a dance teacher or dance mom Facebook group, and they were like, "Did anyone see this performance?" And I was like, "Me."
Yeah.
I saw. It was wild.
Got the moms talking.
They got the moms talking.
I like when it's real, but
yeah,
I think that's why it hits so hard. Realness. Speaking of real, transition. We're gonna go to Car San Antonio, 319. It's Up from Jen's dance spot, Madeline Moore. So this was a hip hop dance, hip hop solo. So starts off as every great hip hop solo starts. Chun-Li.
Oh.
And
it's always a good pick.
Exactly. And she was in like all silver, the hoops, the silver eyeshadow, full silver getup. And when I tell you the most entertaining dance I've seen, like I could buy a ticket to her show, watch her do that for an hour. She did not stop dancing. Like it was towards the end of the dance and it was like Ciara at that point.
Yeah.
And she did this aerial into a split and then just kept hitting like the knockout knees and just like it was crazy. It was so entertaining. So yeah, I loved it so much. End of my story.
Dang, I wish I was there so I could see it live.
Oh, and to mention, the audience never stopped like howling.
Oh,
So yeah, like to say how entertaining it was, they were all
the whole time,
the entire time. And
Hyping
if I
her
was
up.
there, I would be doing that too. Just like a natural reaction of that. So yeah.
I love that.
Sometimes low key though, like I'll be at the table watching a performance and I like have to stop myself because like I'm so in the zone with their performance on stage that I like want to react, but I cannot react. But like, do you have those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, I want to give them like a big round of applause, but
100%. I feel like the most I'll do is I'll be like,
oh, I do that.
like, because
Absolutely.
it feels wrong to like have someone in front of you giving 150% and just be like, like I can't
deadpan.
be that neutral.
No.
Like I have to give them something. So I'll like bop
Yeah.
with them and that sort of thing. Or you'll hear me talk about like a younger dancer later that, you know, it's like you want to keep them like, it's okay.
Keep them
You got it,
going.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. But yeah, I feel like as the MC, it's really fun because you get to watch all the performances, and I feel like you're not a judge, so you can kind of like bop
can
to
move
it.
around.
And
The music's
let
always
them know that
good.
it's Or sometimes during the senior solos, I'd be like full volume and then just singing, just like
Yes. I'm always singing along.
yeah.
My judges this past weekend, they were so animated. I think one of the dads came up after day 2 and was like, is there any way we could just like get a reaction cam on your judges? Because I'm watching your judges while my dancer's on stage and they're like using their hands, throwing them up, like vibing with the music. And they were like, I really want to see what their face looks like while they're watching.
Yeah. Well, they should go to Refresh
I
because
know.
they will get to see that.
That's exactly what I told him. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, you should tell your teacher.
We love it.
Refresh.
Yeah, Refresh starts this weekend, guys. It's going to be a big weekend, big launch of our new brand. So we're excited about that. Don't worry, we'll be covering plenty of those performances next week.
Duh.
Okay, I was in Ultra Riverside. We love a local show. I have so much to talk about. I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time. Okay, the first one I'm going to talk about is 130 Be a Lady. This dancer's name is Giovanna Aguilera, Studio Avita. You guys, okay, so first, the vulnerability of this performance, I think it resonated with every woman and girl in the audience. It really reminded me of that infamous Barbie movie moment where they're talking about like the societal pressures placed on womanhood. And this dancer was so beautifully creating shapes and contorting in the coolest poses while still being so vulnerable and expressing themselves so deeply. It really felt like once the beat picked up, it almost was her like re-empowering herself to like fight and like take back control or like fight the urge of like social pressures and giving in. It was so well done. And I feel like for this dancer, I don't know what inspired this piece for her, but it just seemed like it very much was connected to her. And I think anytime you see a piece like this that is very social commentary, it's very easy to get so locked into it. And especially if you resonate with it, it's even just an additional connection. It was so well done. She got first overall, and rightfully so. It was so impactful, so beautiful, so raw and real. But yeah, Giovanna from Avita killed it.
Wow.
Okay. Also from Davenport, 520, someone in the crowd from Tina's Dance Studio, also a Hope Studio. So shout out to Tina's. The girl in the center of this routine, I wish I got her name because she was killing it all weekend long. Obviously, it's from La La Land. They're wearing all these different colored dresses, like bright ones with like white bloomers underneath. And she was killing it in this routine. She's so rock solid in her technique. The audience was locked in, similar with that solo performance. Every time Tina's Dance Studio was on stage, the audience was going absolutely feral for them, like screaming so loud. You can hear it on every single video. And I was like, honestly, I love that. I love when a studio goes hard for every single one of those dancers, even if their specific dancer isn't in that routine. It just makes the performance more exciting, if that makes sense. I loved this performance. I was just it was one where I was bopping my head at the table. I was just like, singing along, someone in the crowd. You know, it was so cute. I love a La La Land performance. I feel like they never go wrong. They just always level up to that moment in that performance. I loved it. Thank you.
La La Land. La La Land. I know. I want to see that. I still haven't seen that.
What?
I know.
A dancer that hasn't seen La La Land?
I know. I feel fake. You
can watch it on the planes.
I know, but I always sleep on the planes. I try to sleep on the planes.
No, that's fair.
No, it's fair.
But yeah, no.
That's where I watched it, in full disclosure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have so much respect for like how it, continually did that. But anyways.
Time for you to watch.
I'm going to watch it, I promise.
Okay, good.
Literally promise. Ryan and Emma.
We're going to talk to you about it next week.
Oh.
Like book club, but movie club, and you have to give us your thoughts.
3 words in one movie. Okay.
She goes on Spark Notes. ChatGPT,
I read a report.
Tell me about this.
please. Okay. Help me. So, moving on to, I'm going to do Davenport too, because I actually loved Davenport when I clicked on the little website, Ooh, their groups I was in love with.
Tell me about it.
I will. So 489 Canned Heat.
I know.
From National Dance Academy. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. I mean, who didn't see that one?
Did you see it? You wish you saw it.
You wish.
And here's why. So funky and fresh.
I know.
2 words to define it. They were like moonwalking, spinning on their stomach. Like the partner work was like so unique and quirky from what I've ever seen. They went and like hit the words of the song and were on top of each other like chicken. And I just never expected to see what I saw. And that's what I loved about it. I'm like, oh, so they're gonna go on their shoulders now.
Yeah.
Oh, they're spinning. Yeah, they even did, that trend, the backpack trend where, they did that, but like a little lower and just like carried them. And I was like, that's sick. That is sick right there. It won most entertaining.
Yeah, it did.
And that makes so much sense because I was entertained.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was so entertaining. So thank you for letting me watch that because that was insane.
I wish that you were there because there was a performance. Do you guys know Weird Al Yankovic?
Do I?
I've been talking about him. Why do you talk about him all the time?
I literally do. I'm going to see him in August. So.
Wait, no way.
I am. I'm actually going to see him in August. He performs.
He does.
He performs. He plays instruments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
okay, so there was a group dance to White and Nerdy.
No.
And when I saw it on the schedule and then they came and checked in, I was like, please tell me your dance is to Weird Al Yankovic version, obviously. And she was like, duh. And my kids didn't even know who he was. And I was like, what? But at least they knew who Hannah Montana was, which I feel like is the most important thing. But they did a really good job too.
Wow.
You would have.
He's an ancient relic,
Yeah.
because everyone used to dance to like Weird Al, and what happened,
It's true.
What happened?
We grew up.
I feel like the equivalent right now, it's not the same because he's not doing parodies, but Mr. Fantasy.
Yes.
Like it's giving the same.
Give him a couple more years, and he's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day, folks.
I really hope you get to meet him when you go to his show.
Oh my God. Ask my mom, can you give me some Christmas money for VIP passes? Like, please.
Weird Al, if you're listening, biggest fan.
Big fan over here.
Ever. Day one.
Okay. The next one I'm going to talk about, these are all from Ultra Riverside, by the way. This is going to be 159 Lemonade. Dancer's name is Ellie Baracci from Apex Academy. You guys, this dancer was so adorable from the second that she came over like close, because we were pretty close to the stage at this venue, locked in on me. She went into her leg hold. You could tell there was like a split moment of panic, and she made eye contact with me. And from that point on, I was her girl. So for the rest of the routine, you would just see her like make eye contact with me, and I'd be like, yeah, you gotta keep going. It was so cute. The rest of the time just felt like it was like I was just there as like her reassurance. You can even see me bobbing my head, and the point where she gets so close to me, she comes right down stage, and I'm just, you see my little claw clip like bouncing. We were just in this theater. She was making eye contact with every single judge. And for this little performance, like takes a lot of confidence for a little one like this to be able to feel confident to come that close to the front of the stage,
1000%.
make that eye contact with the judges and everyone down at the table. It was just so cute. She did such a good job, and she was such a little tiny but mighty dancer. I'm excited to see kind of how she grows. I also want to talk about their older dancers from Apex Academy of Dance. This was 407 Lay Me Down. Stunning boy-girl duet choreographed by Patrice Barracat. They got first overall in that ultra-competitive duet trio 15 to 19. I love this duet partnership so much because you can tell they trust each other, they love each other, they're comfortable with each other. The lifts were beautiful. They had such like intimate, intense moments. It was gorgeous. Like all the emotion was just left on the stage for that performance. Turns on point, legs, leaps. I could have watched that for another 5 minutes. And I feel like you don't say that a lot about a lot of performances. So shout out to those amazing dancers from Apex Academy. They had so many more incredible performances, but I only got a chance to pick 2. But even their younger kids, they got some power performances. It was just a great weekend for them. I feel like they were having the best time. So shout out to Apex Academy and all your amazing performances. We loved having you.
Okay, the next one I want to shout out from Davenport was 381 Overthinker from Mind and Soul. Dancer's name is Evelyn. I just got to give a big shout out to the teachers over at Mind and Soul because I feel like they're really training their dancers to be so well-rounded. And I did get to talk to them backstage, and they were talking about our leveling and skill set guidelines and all of the different things and how they're trying to train their dancers to be so well-rounded enough, like where they see the collegiate dancers and they kind of want to venture towards that. So they want to teach them how to do those crazy tricks and those turns and stuff. And I feel like that's really cool. So Evelyn reminded me of Skyly Varner.
Okay.
The way that she walked out on stage, I was like, oh, she's about to be a powerhouse right now, and I need to sit down and lock in. And I did exactly that because she made me do that, because she was doing all these crazy tricks on the stage. She was so powerful. You can tell she's built like a collegiate dancer. Like, she's ready. She's probably already been in that audition process for those colleges, and I could tell just based off of her performance and how she was warming up backstage. I was like, hey girl, you're really cool. So I just really hope that all of her dreams come true because she killed it. Her solo was very like attack. Like she was attacking that stage. And I could tell the judges were in it too. They were like doing the eyebrow thing. Like, oh, I loved this performance. She was great. And it was Overthinker. So it was like one of those like kind of spoken word, but not really. It was like, when you're in the mind of an overthinker and like all this stuff, like going into that detail. And I was like, I like this.
Been there.
Been there before. Relatable.
Yes. Okay, so the next one is from Rainbow, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yay. So it's 339 Bit-'em.
Okay.
Bit-'em. Elite Dance of Tulsa.
Okay.
This one was so cool. So cool. So they walked out. They had the little fedora hat, all black, crispy ponytail, perfect. Just, they start in that position where they're like, their heads are like all down, silhouette.
Sick.
And so I knew, I was like, oh yeah, this I need to buckle up for. So yeah, so I did. It's the kind of stuff you'd see at like convention,
right.
Where like it's just like all the quirky, cool choreography would come from. And yeah, I know when you see like, those legs in a big group and they like move their leg like that, and everyone's like, that is my favorite thing to see. And they hit it. Yeah, there was even some girls who did like squares of aerials.
Oh. Casual.
Aerial. And just so much chaos was going on. But then the girls were just eating the entire time, eating down. And wow, I would watch that on repeat if I could. If I had the time of day, I would watch that 1,000 times. So yeah, hype every second of this dance.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
Super cool.
I have more hype.
Okay.
Performances. So we had the Station Dance Complex at our show this weekend, and they are so fun as a studio. Like, same thing, same energy in terms of like if you go back and watch their videos, you hear them like going off. So the first one I want to talk about is 229 Fashionista from the Station Dance Complex. these families were going so crazy. You know that moment where it's like, no one ugly allowed.
Yeah.
Their whole audience screamed that moment with them. And so already I was like, okay, like I'm in. These little divas were serving so much attitude. They were throwing aerials. They had a big moment where they had like 3 different groups doing some split headstands. Like it was just so much content within the performance. And this was not their senior group. This was like more of that, you know, preteen age category. They ate it up. So much fun. And so I'm just thinking like, okay, great. Like we love it. Fun jazz studio. Well, their hip hop, on the other hand, somehow even more fire, energetic, crazy. So they did Lean Like a Cholo, which we already posted on Ultra's account because it was, the whole audience was going insane. This was choreographed by Carlos Vila, and shout out to Carlos, like such fun energy. You can tell like he makes hip hop fun for these dancers, and this is a very hip hop heavy studio. They got 2nd overall in that competitive plus large group, 12 to 14. From the start to the finish, everyone was vibing. It was so fun. I feel like they're so good at bringing together all of these different kids and matching the energy, which I think is really hard to do in a large group hip hop. Normally you have like 3-4 kids that are really carrying the energy. No, every single one of those kids locked in, having fun. It was just such a good time. Like I was like, oh, I want to be in this dance. Like it was like one of those where I was like, this looks fun.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Station Dance Complex. They're from like Northern California, Central California area. Yeah. So they made the trip down, and so glad that you guys did. It was such a fun weekend. We loved having you guys, your entire staff, amazing. And we hope we see more of you guys later this season.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, another like hype performance from Davenport, and the final one that I'll cover from Davenport is 477, Mr. Worldwide.
Oh.
From Expressions. I mean, like, we love Mr. Worldwide, so whenever we see a performance that has any sort of semblance of Mr. Worldwide, we have to be sad. And it was the last performance before the award ceremony, Superlines. I mean, he has the hits.
Yeah.
And a ton of them, where you could do a production, a Superline, a large group. You could even do a small group if you wanted to, but I love when they bring in like a big Superline and it's all of his music. What? Okay, I was obsessed with every single dancer from Expressions, and because this was a Superline, they were able to have all of their dancers in it. Their minis, their petites, their juniors, their teens, their seniors, and they were all hitting the whole time. And like every single song was just a movie. I loved this performance so much. We were at the table like bobbing our heads, jamming out. Like I want to say Destiny got on the walkie at video and was like, oh my God, I love Mr. Worldwide. We were just thoroughly entertained by this performance. Wow. Expressions. That was awesome. Like you really knew how to hype us up. Like I feel like sometimes when they're creating performances like at studios and stuff, like I feel like they have to think like, what's going to hype up everyone in the audience right now? Mr. Worldwide, duh. Duh.
It's 305.
Mr. 305.
Dolly.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit it.
Oh, we love Pitbull. I've seen a dance to like it was called Mr. Worldwide, and they had all the bald caps on, and it really just like
obsessed.
Really did it for me.
Like I can't stop
Every
laughing
time.
when that happens.
Yeah. We love Pitbull. What can we say?
What can we say?
We should have a Pitbull episode. We all go bald.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Only if this video gets like 200 likes. That's it. That's the only way we're doing
we'll
that.
do it.
We can do 200. That's easy.
Yeah. It's going to be me making all 200 accounts. Kailey loves car. Kailey loves car. Kailey loves car. Like.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You guys.
Okay.
Anyways, talk about Car Chicago. Woo! This one was crazy. So 534, I Gave You All from Elite Academy of Dance. Come on. This one, I have been to Chicago, I feel like every time I've worked car, at least every year.
Yeah.
So I've seen Elite Academy of Dance. And this one, genuinely watching it made me so emotional. Because first off, the song. Second off, yes, beautiful song. The way his words are, and then the way they danced it, and everyone was committing. And they took it as like a piece where they can all individually have a different connection with the song. And you could tell that when they were dancing. Like, you can tell by the way on their faces when some part hit. Some were like angry, some were frustrated, some were like content even.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, it was like they're dancing with their hearts. And that's why I was like, don't make me cry. And I did a little bit. And then I was like, get back in there. But yeah, so they did a double stag.
Oh,
I love a double stag.
I think they heard that they're back.
I think they heard.
they changed their choreo just
They heard that double stags
they
are
heard.
back.
Yeah, so that was beautiful. So
An emotional train ride that you just
oh
went
my
on.
gosh, the start to the finish, I was my heart.
Yeah.
My
Wow.
heart. It's here.
It's here.
Yeah.
It's like on the floor now.
It's okay.
Yeah, but it was beautiful. I love when everyone can just like have their own way, their
Yeah.
own story, not follow like one storyline. They take it like personally.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, whew,
That one's tough.
I need some water.
Yeah. they're pretty. I've had them at Pigeon Forge
Yes.
finals the last 2 seasons. Stunning.
Stunning.
Always love having them. They're great.
Yeah.
They're a DAC Hope Studio as well.
Hey.
We love them.
Yeah.
Love.
Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about, you guys, it's Dive in the Pool.
Oh.
It's 312 from this Ultra Riverside show. Dancer's name is Candy Cohen, the cutest little one from the Moxie movement. From the start, she walked out with the goggles, and I said, okay, I'm into it. Like, we love when they go full force with the goggles. The attitude was literally everything. This dancer was so on it. In the first couple 8 counts, she hits this toe touch, and fingers are like tight, straight, pointed. Like, you can tell she was just locked in. All of her lines and her legs and her acro, so great. Again, this 6 and under age division, entirely, all these different studios that brought their 6 and unders to Ultra this weekend. What are these kids like? It's insane to me, the precision, the determination, the confidence to come up so close to the judges' table, where normally you would be seeing these kids on the back Marley, third Marley, because they're so nervous. No, these kids were in our faces, making eye contact. Like, it was so intense in the best way possible. She was so on fire from start to finish. And it's Dive in the Pool, so you know that the entire audience, the second it goes, let's get soaking wet, everyone's just having the best time in the audience. So much fun. Loved this performance. And Candy Cohen, you are one to watch. I'm excited to see you grow up and continue just evolving, because you are a little star.
Hey.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to hop on over to Rainbow Boardman, where I have 3 performances I'm going to try and talk about really quick. Rapid fire. The first one I saw was 254 Body Language from Above the Bar. It's that sassy version of Body Language. You know what I'm talking about? It's not the Queen version,
Right.
but it's like kind of like the, I don't know how to explain it. They had on these like little beaded skirts. It was a group of 5, 15 to 19 Elite Stars dancers. It was definitely more on the mature side, but they were like the most girl boss of all girl bosses in this routine. Like, I want to be in that routine. Like, I want you to teach it to me. Like, that looked like so much fun. They had the sassy pony. They had the sassy choreography. I was obsessed with this performance. I was like, please teach me. I want a costume. I want to be in this performance. We can make it 6. Like, it doesn't need to be 5. Like, I'll join you. Like, we all 3 could join you, because like,
I was
it's
hoping
like,
you'd say that.
oh my gosh, it was so good. I was obsessed with it. Another one from Above the Bar was 416, I Write Sins. And let me just let you know, it was I Write Sins, Not Tragedies song.
No way.
It was.
Oh.
And they were all dressed up like the characters in the music video too. They had the church pews and they had the piano, and that one was so well done. Thank you to the teacher that choreographed that routine, because that song is iconic, and you did such a great job with these dancers. My millennial dreams came true, and I hope everyone in the audience also, their millennial dreams came true. And the last one from Above the Bar is 298, Not Getting Married. It's your girl, Christiana.
Love. Love.
I remember that you hyped her up so much
Yes.
last season during your Boardman show that you worked, that I saw her name on the results page, and I was like, let me watch this performance. And obviously, she's so impressive. she had on tan Laducas and like a cute little short like wedding dress moment.
Okay.
And I have never heard this Not Getting Married song before, but it was very Broadway. Like, take me to Broadway right now. She is not afraid to do a silly face. She's not afraid to fully commit to the character. And I feel like her and Stella from BSDA could just like run off together to Broadway and do a show together. I need Broadway to call them both immediately because they're just not afraid to go there. And yeah, no, she's so good.
Really good.
Gosh.
Yeah. No, I forgot that show was so good last year. I remember I worked that show with Megan.
Yep.
Such a good show. I
They know how
hadn't
to
been
do
to
musical
Boardman in
theater.
years before that. Like, I think I had a couple seasons where I didn't get to go. And then I saw these kids that were like juniors, preteens the last time we worked it. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're all insane.
They're
and
insane.
shout out to Susan Barr. Love you guys. They're also a DAC Hope Studio. We've got
Look
all
at
the
this.
DAC Hope Studios competing this weekend. We love it.
Yeah, no, that was, wow. I could talk about more of their performances, but those were my top 3. I was like, let me just cover these real quick, and they were fantastic.
Love it.
Hey, speaking of future stars,
Ooh.
San Antonio, B-Boy for Life.
Oh.
From Patty Trevino Dance Project, Mr. Oscar Viesca. The swaggiest, I don't even know performance, human being I've ever seen in my life. Full tracksuit, cartwheeling, like B-boy cartwheeling, like, you know, like the boom, 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 across the stage.
Casual.
Age 6 through 8, was doing like one of those little sprinklers. You know.
Coffee grinder.
Coffee grinders. We see, if there's one person that I know who can headspin, Ansel would give him a run for his money.
Oh.
Video
You
here.
heard it here first.
Yeah, but it was literally insane. You know, I would love to see, you know how like they do that for the Olympics?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like what I want to see him grow up to be. And I fully believe you can, because that was insane.
Oh my God.
And like you're so little and you're just, you know, you want to do like a cool solo, like a hip hop solo. It was so cool. I was obsessed. So.
What a cool kid.
What the coolest kid. Like, Mom, can I please do like a breakdance solo? I guess. And
Here we
then
go.
does like the
Kills it.
coolest thing ever. Like, okay, you know who you are. You knew who you were at a young age.
Literally.
A star.
A star.
A star.
Okay. This next one, I'm actually obsessed, you guys. So this was 309 Siren. Dancer's name is Kailey Milsom from Profusion Talent.
Oh.
Choreographed by Ali Robinson. Power performance from Dino Elias, our judge. First overall in ultra competitive solos 12 to 14. Obsessed. Stunning. She started off with this crazy contortion, slow, controlled movement. And I feel like from that second, we were locked in. Like all of us down at the judges table were like in a trance. Okay. Her feet, insane. There's a moment where she came right in front of me and like did this beautiful pointed and rolled over her foot down into, and I just was like right there in front of me, like, must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice to have that gorgeous arch.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, it couldn't be me, but I'm glad someone got it because you're putting it into the most gorgeous routine. She was full mermaid. Like she was in like a one-piece bodysuit, but like had all of these scales and sequins all over it and then into her face. It was mesmerizing. And then she even came over to me, like, again, all these dancers were so confident coming up like so close to the edge of the stage. There's this moment where she like reaches for me and I was like, like I was like, huh? Like it was so magical. I was like, what's happening right now? As someone who is a Pisces and loves mermaids, I was like, my soul
do love
needed
your
this. I
mermaids.
love mermaids. It was so magical. Her control and her stillness was so breathtaking. There's a moment where she like goes up into like this front extension and just holds it and then like looks at everyone and then just like arches back, keeping her leg up in the most slowest moment possible. It was like she was freezing time.
Sure.
yeah, I mean, and then what's crazy too is like she was so mysterious and magical and mermaidy, and then the second the power performance goes off, she like stands up and like jumps and giggles, and I'm like, oh wait, you're like a human, like, and I knew that she was obviously, but she was just so ethereal, during her whole performance, and then she just is like this cute like little teenage girl, like, haha, yay, I got a power performance, and I'm like, whoa, the switch up is crazy, like in the best way possible. She was just acting in such a gorgeous way. You could tell she was so locked in. Wow. Yeah, no. All of us down at the judges table were like, I'm obsessed.
It always cracks me up, like when the dancers are so locked into their performance and their character, and then the music stops and they do their bow and they like switch up so quick to like do their little walk off stage. I'm like, wait, hang on. Yeah. So you're not that person all the time?
No, like, literally. I was like, I thought she was going to fly off the stage. Like, I thought you were just going to float away back to heaven or back to the seas. Like, it was just, she was so perfect in every way possible. Like, even Dino said it in his commentary at the power performance. Like, from the second she started, all of us are like, okay, let's get it, mermaid. Like, she was so in it, and there was not one bobble. Wow. And for how slow she was moving, it was... I want to go back. I literally want to go back. It was so beautiful. So shout out to Kailey, Perfusion Talent, Allie. All of you guys are doing a phenomenal job over there. And this is going to live rent free in my head for a really long time, honestly.
Fair.
Loved.
Okay, the last one I want to cover from Rainbow Boardman is 308 All By Myself from the Academy of Dance by Lori. I didn't get the dancer's name, but can we talk about a technically trained dancer? Because she is it. She is a force to be reckoned with. She is beauty. She is grace, is what I typed in. Her releve is absolutely insane. I was like, hello. Like, she did not put that heel even within 4 inches of the ground. Like, her releve was just up there the whole time. I had goosebumps all over my entire body while I was watching that performance. And I'm kind of sad that I wasn't there to see it in person, because I literally wrote, she's like a breath of fresh air. She's just gliding the entire performance, and she makes it look entirely too easy. I could not do any of that, but she made it look like I could just get up there and do that with her. Wow. That was amazing. Big fan.
Big fan. Hey, big fan. Big fan. Yeah. So this is another one from Chicago. So this one's 429 Prague, Frankfurt Square Park, Brommer Dance Center. Love them. Wow. I was obsessed from the beginning. So, been to Prague a couple times. You know? Casual. You know how it is. And so, this beginning, everyone was doing something. Like, and it was a large group. So, there was just like little pods doing something over here, pods doing something over there, like a solo, a duo, a trio somewhere. And then they just hit a note on a guitar strum. Ooh. And if, as a Prague goer, this was Prague as heck. So I loved everything that was going on. Everything that was going on. It was like something new, just a new layer of the dance just kept happening. That's why I was like, I can tell the choreographer just cared about every little detail. Yeah. So I honestly want to see like what in their mind was like they pictured. Because this was like, they cared a lot, and it was so cool. It was just so, what I loved about it, it was so human. Of like, when they finally got together and danced together, it was like they just walked forward, walked back, and then went hard. Yeah. And it was like, we're not human. Yeah. We're awesome.
Oh.
I don't know. That. Yeah. It was just so interesting. And that's why I was like, I have to talk about this. This is so cool.
That's fair.
And yeah, so Prague. Let's all go.
Let's go.
Let's go, Prague.
I always wanted to go there.
It's beautiful.
It looks
just
pretty.
like this.
Yeah.
Just like that dance.
It was just like, I felt like I was back.
I feel like there's something to say about the performances that are like based in New York City or like based in those type of feels where, like how you said, it's more human. It's more like everyday life, like finding the beauty or the rhythm, one might say, like in everyday life, and especially in big cities. And I feel like I haven't been to Prague, but in Italy, like it's such like a feeling of everyone out on the street. And it's crazy to think that like that's just their everyday life. Like they walk by these gorgeous architectural buildings, and like that's just their normal route on their way to work. And there's these museums, and it's just like such a history and such like a soul of a city. So now I want to go back and watch that, because I feel like it would be really pretty.
They replicated it really well. And so I was like,
love it. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is from Brooklyn Dance Academy. This is 404 One Beautiful Evening. Dancer's name is Logan Hernandez. This was choreographed by Miss Ashley. They got a second overall ultra competitive solo 15 to 19. Loved this performance. You guys know this song, One Beautiful Evening.
Yeah, it's like kind of like dark and mysterious.
Yes. What I liked was this girl like put kind of a different twist on it. Yes, she was very serious and all of the things, but she had like glittery makeup on her face. And then there was like moments in between where there was the seriousness happening, but then she would like crack a smile or like do like a little facial where I was like, it was so no, I don't even want to use the word sassy. It was just like she was such playing on emotions. Like it was very much like it was her stage and she was gonna do whatever she felt right. Such great music. I mean, such great moments like legs and torsion. Like it was just everything you want to see, really. But what it came down is just like I've seen this performance so many times on Soloists. It's a very popular thing, and I feel like her facial expressions brought something different to it, and I really enjoyed it. And Brooklyn Dance Academy was so fun all weekend long. They had multiple amazing performances, but this was for sure my favorite. It was just a little something extra. Really loved it. So shout out to Logan, shout out to Miss Ashley, shout out to Brooklyn Dance Academy. Always love having you guys.
Okay, the final performance I want to talk about from this past weekend is from Rainbow Tulsa. It was number 312, The Space Between from Theater Arts, Inc. This is Piper Norfleet. When I was going through the results and watching videos, I didn't look at the age that I was at. So I thought this girl had to be 15 to 19, but she was 9 to 11.
Whoa.
Casual.
Whoa.
The way, like, the maturity in her movement was so wild to me. She had to be talked about. She was, like, modern with ballet, and she executed it so well. And, like, I don't even understand. Like, I looked at her photos, too, and she, like, hits this Boardman moment where she's holding her leg, and the way that she is just so poised in her face, I was like, no way you're 9 to 11. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to be 15 to 19. She was just like gliding across that stage, similarly to the All By Myself dancer from Rainbow Boardman. I was just like so enamored by this performance that like I forgot to type in any notes because I was just like, oh my gosh, like you are so beautifully stunning when you're moving across the stage. I can't imagine being a judge for that type of performance because really, like I say this all the time, but I wouldn't even know what to say because it was so beautifully done. You don't need to tell her to point her feet, to strengthen through her hamstrings. Like, you don't need to tell her any of that because she's got it locked down. So, like, what do you say to a dancer that has it all?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not a judge. Because that was so beautiful. I want to see more performances from them because I think they only brought a few performances. I was looking through all of their videos in their studio center, and every single one of their performers was just so beautiful. Ooh. Bring more. I want to see more.
Yeah.
Please.
More.
More.
So this one is from Rainbow Tulsa. Landfill from the Vault Dance Space, Olivia Hudson. This was one where I'm not positive, but I bet you. I will bet you. Can't bet too much now, remember? But I bet she is on dance team for sure. You know when you can tell by the strength, her precision, the way she moved so quick and strong. I was like, I can tell. I can feel it. Even like the facial expressions. I'm like, I just want to know, but I bet you she is. She did this penche on releve, and it was like so quick and tight, and like her leg was literally just like this, like
Casual.
I mean, my fingers aren't like, it was straight.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You got bent fingers.
I know, I've really been, they're direct in traffic, but but yeah, it was amazing. And okay, so you know the part in the song where it's like, I hate your guts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved this part because she was like shook her head no, and I was like, so real.
Real.
I was like, that's a personal experience right there. And I'm just like, I love that she did that, like added that like little head. And I'm like, that was the perfect way to end it. Like, emotions just everywhere. And also, girl got her steps in. She was running back and forth and sliding and everywhere. And I'm like, you have stamina. That's amazing, girl. So yeah, that was a beautiful solo. Genuinely fascinated by that.
Wow.
Love. That's such a good song, too.
So good.
I love that song.
Okay. I got to talk about DSAPA. You guys.
Yep.
On fire this weekend. Okay. There was so much to pick from. I'm only choosing a group and a solo because I had to limit myself.
Otherwise, we go way
I'd
too
be
crazy.
here all day long. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is their group. This was 331 Heartbreaker, and this was choreographed by a shout out to Julie Froman, our girl, and Sarah Lemon. Power performance from start to finish, action packed. So they had like these black kind of levels for their props. So already the kids are like spread out on those. And then as soon as the music starts, kids coming from the wings, flipping, jumping. It was like jam-packed from the start. The energy was like radiating off the stage to the point where the second day started, I already looked over at the tally computer, like just waiting for the power performance to come in. Because I go, there's no way that this doesn't get a power performance. And it did, obviously. It was so on point. Everything was so tight. Like I feel like DSAPA, they are so good technically, and especially as they're moving from group to group and they're bringing in their turning group and now they're bringing in their leg group and everything like that. It's just the transitions are so seamless and all the kids are just giving 120%. And I feel like that's why it worked. So shout out to Heartbreaker, phenomenal group routine. And then I have to touch on their senior elite ultra competitive solo 15 to 19 first overall winner. This dancer's name is Alyssa, and she did 393Y, which love that song. This was choreographed by Ashlyn Seiler, and this is just everything you want to see in a senior solo winner. Like from start to finish, stunning, gorgeous. There's this moment where she gets into this gorgeous grand plie. It was just, her emotion was so expressive. Stunning costume. She's all over the stage. Technique is on point. Like it's just kind of like what you're saying. Like I have no notes. No notes. Alyssa, you are phenomenal. And yeah, that first overall win was so rightly deserved. Congratulations. Shout out to all the dancers at DSAPA. You guys were killing it all weekend long. They're juniors all the way up to their seniors. It's just, they killed it. We love it. Love having you guys at our show. And yeah. It was just so fun. We love it.
Hey.
I love.
Oh. So I'll move on to Car Chicago, 605 St. Chroma from Elevate Dance Experience. Okay, shout out to the studio because every dance that I like preview watched, I don't know what they're training or how they're training. Oh my gosh, these dancers you could tell they wanted it. Commitment, fully. And so St. Chroma, that's like, I've been waiting for people to like dance to this song, but it's like really hard because it's like a kind of thing. So it has to be like epic, you know? And so they did it justice.
Okay.
Choreography was amazing. It was like, I want to know the story too. I always say that. But this time I'm like, ooh.
Like, please tell me.
Please tell me. Because they started off and it looked like they were like trying to be robots of like, something. They're all in white and they were going really hard, and it was like a contempt pop too. Okay. You know, like contempt pop. So yeah, and then there came a time where like all the dancers like fizzled out, came back in pink full set.
Oh,
and
word.
It was beautiful. I was mesmerized, honestly. Like I didn't know what to say. Honestly.
That's fair.
Yeah. There was this one boy on stage too. I don't know your name, but whoa. Future Star Award again. Another one.
Yeah. Another one.
Future Star. Yeah, the movement was insane. And not just him, like everybody. Again, I need that training program.
Yeah. They were the only group, because one of my MCs told me to talk about that too. They were the first overall in that level, and they were the only group with a Elite Ultimate Performance Award.
Oh, work.
I mean, well deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Adria, my MC from that show, also said that we had to talk about 540, The Greatest Show. This was the production from Elite Academy of Dance. Adria said they really brought The Greatest Show from New York to Chicago. The faces, the technique, everything was so on point, so entertaining. It was such a great storyline from start to finish. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you can get the gist based on just this performance of this production. So shout out to them. And then I had my MC Trinity over in Ultra Atlanta, and there was a couple performances actually we got to chat about. So 181 Hollow. Absolutely super cool concept. They said main character energy the entire time, acting their face off. Oh. So shout out to the dancer over from Hollow. We also have 272 Come Back to Me. I guess the talent in Atlanta was just absolutely insane this weekend because Trinity said this was the perfect example of the caliber of the evening. The kid was bending time, danced out of his shoe, it flew straight up into the air and then landed on the ground on the same beat that he did. And when he got his power performance, the teacher rushed to the stage, picked him up off the ground, and it was just like such a good moment. So shout out to those two performances. And then last but certainly not least, this was also from our tallier from this show and our MC. The entire table was like, you guys have to talk about this. They loved from 777 Dance Studio. It was called 777 Revenge. Ooh. And this was one of the highest scores of the entire weekend. Their energy was insane. You can tell their studio is literally their home for the dancers. The tallier said that I literally felt like I was a part of the family watching from the table. I could feel their love and passion for dance in your bones. And it was seriously like so fire. And you can't beat ATL hip hop. Like it's so on another level. So shout out to those performances. You guys clearly made an impact on our staff members. And yeah, it was just such a fun, awesome weekend.
A bee?
Why is there a bee in here?
Where did that come from?
Bees?
What the heck?
You never know what's going to happen during an episode of Playback podcast.
That's
a
good
bee
luck.
Comes flying out of who knows where.
There's not even any doors open.
No, not a single door.
Okay,
well, anyways.
You just got pranked. Guys,
it's a remote control bee.
Bees, come out. Bees, come out. Guys, it's safe now.
We're in the bee movie.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm dead. My guy. I'm dead. All right. Well, as we said, this upcoming weekend, we have a refresh kicking off. We are so excited. Shout out to Megan Swan and the entire team. We're so excited for them to start this new journey. We have so many shows this upcoming weekend, Rainbow, and Ultra. So make sure you guys are following along. We're posting really fun content, just showing the environment and like what everyone's up to over the weekends. So make sure you guys are following along, getting that engagement in.
Yes.
As we mentioned in past episodes, we're getting close to that 100th episode of Playback Podcast. So make sure you guys are subscribed on YouTube. Make sure that you guys are following us on Instagram and on TikTok. We are going to be going through and seeing who is engaging with our posts the most. And you might be getting something really exciting sent to you or a cool opportunity.
You never know.
Who knows? So just make sure if you guys love to watch Playback Podcasts and you guys love to just continue supporting the dance community, make sure you guys are engaging because we have some fun stuff lined up for this season. As always, thank you guys for watching.
We can't go anywhere yet.
It's true.
Because we have our studio shuffle, you guys.
I'm still getting used to it. It's a new thing this season.
It's our second episode with our little studio shuffle. So at the end of each weekend, Miss Kristyn Tanopa, one of our fabulous car productions directors, she sends out a survey to all of the attending studios. And if you fill out that survey, you have a chance to win a $100 gift card. And we do that here. We do a little studio shuffle. So let's do it.
Hey.
All right, let's see who our winner is for this weekend. This was from the submissions from February 13th through the 15th weekend.
Yes.
So shout out to all the studios who sent back their surveys. It's a way for us to get to know what you guys like about our events, what we're doing well, what we want to focus on every single weekend with our staff and our team members. So let's find out who our lucky winner is for our studio shuffle this week.
That was really good.
Thanks. It is. The winner is School of Performing Arts, Diane Cummins. We are so excited to just thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your feedback on our events. We always love having you guys at our shows, and we are so appreciative to have you guys as a loyal client. So thank you guys. Hope you guys have that $100 gift card. Get yourself some Starbucks. Load up on some cute little sweatsuits for the season.
Cute.
You know.
Maybe you need some more rhinestones.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I love a
The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
Especially comp season. You always need 5 million things. So treat yourself. You deserve it. And with that, that's a wrap on our episode this week. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're following all things Playback, Podcast, Car, Rainbow, Ultra, DAC, Refresh, Industry Dance Awards,
Gala.
Hey.
Of the stars.
And just a reminder, if you guys are local to Southern California and you want to be a part of our DAC golf tournament taking place Sunday, September 13th, make sure you guys are registering. We sold out so fast last season, and we are just hoping to get more studios involved. So we would love it if you would come and hang out with us. Other than that, we'll see you guys on the road. Thanks for watching. Bye.